And with that, hello and welcome to another day of good Game Ligaen. And yeah, we have round 9 today, so we'll hop over for a quick break on the leaderboard before we will head into the matches. And as you can see, there was a change to the leaderboard after last stream, because yeah, there was a match missing, and so Formulation Gaming made the 500 points with 502 to be exact. Following them are Bitfix with 447. Then we have 401 points for the Real Gangsters, 318 for Slowstorm, 292 for Booty McYolo Same goes for Klanen, but 1 point difference in the placement points means Booty McYolo is on rank 5 and Klanen on rank 6. Then we have Waze on rank 7 with 289 points, so just barely 3 points behind. Another 3 points behind them are behind Enemy Wires on rank 8. Then we have a bigger gap with 50 points for the 4 alcoholics. Following them are Ukient Mix, Kjatter, and Perpetual Failure with 212, 207, and 190 points. After those, we will follow up with Coca-Cola Holy Hola and 167 points. 6 points behind them, we have Team Nordlis with 161. And last but not least, the Valuable Veterans with 152 points. And this means we will hop in for more action, because, as you all know, the game starts with match number 1 of the day. And obviously, this means we're in round 9, 8 times 6, plus another one. Yeah, that's a lot of matches. Therefore, high points. Nonetheless, we'll hop into the action and see where our plane will take us. As you can see, it's from left to right, or from right to left. We'll start above the islands close to Impala, and we'll end our journey close to Monte Nuevo. This means there's a lot of space for the teams, which is not really reachable, but still reachable though. Let's see where exactly. So this should be roughly, very roughly, be the area the teams can jump to. As you can see, this leaves out Valdemar, Prison, and Resort, as well as Puerto Paraíso, Campo Militar, Tierra Bronca, Cruz del Val, Water Treatment, Oasis, and La Cabrera, as well as the Crater Fields partly. Nonetheless, if you dive a bit longer, you can still reach those as well. Let's see who jumps out first. Kjatter, followed by the Valuable Veterans and the 4 alcoholics. Then we have Perpetual Failure and Coca-Cola Holy Hola. Following them are Formulation as well as Booty McYolo. On the other hand, we have Bitfix going for their usual Picado spot, Waze and Klanen, as well as Team Nordlis and Slowstorm. Oh, Feinotto. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. Team Nautilus going for Brickyard, might be close to one of the Real Gangsters players, as well as Ukient Mix. And then last but not least in El Pozo, we have the team from behind Enemy Wives. Let's see what happens over here. We can see 3 players with Justin Maskin and Isaxa going for the cars here. Good thing there are enough cars for everybody. Justin might be trying to run over Maskin. Decides against that, but nonetheless, this right here might be a fight. Dump versus Maskin. Can see Maskin with the Vector in hand. Might have the upper hand in that fight. He also has a level 2 vest and a level 2 helmet. Dump only with the M16 in hand, but the AK as well. Askin is waiting for his chance from behind. Skarit with shots, and that's a knock here for Rukin Mix, getting the first kill of the game. Let's hop over and check out where everyone is heading. Where everybody is. Yes, now I'm missing the word. Heading. Where everyone is heading. My god. Shots against Otis by DKNP. He might be able to pee, but unfortunately he's not able to hit Otis there. Considering though he's playing the Dragunov with Holo and before that was Ironside, that's quite hard to hit there. Nonetheless, trying their best. Let's hop over and check where everybody else sits. As well as our circle that heads for the eastern part of the map. Slight touch to the north. Well, quite central. My fault. Yeah, as you can see, the first team already has taken over partly the middle of the circle right here with Perpetual Fader, Stolzy, Spectro, and suddenly all the way over here. They're only playing with 3 players, it seems, in the first round. That's something we see quite often for them. But shouldn't happen too often. We can also see Highscore says, I'm gonna rotate with the emergency pickup and check out where you guys can go. Because he's the only one currently using the emergency pickup to scout and get some intel for his teammates. Parla should be free, if I see that correctly. Shots over here from Spurven. An aimant in the direction of Lilliard. Currently on the hills over Minas. Shots were good. Unfortunately, no knock there. But there was a double bolty in that check. Oh, proxies. Oh, lagging hard for me. Not quite sure if that's just for me, but man, that triggers me. Elsa is way smoother. See, so far we only can see shots from Lil Yord over here. Except for that, there's not much action happening. There's an airdrop over here. Let's see what that's dropping down. It's looking good for the 4 alcoholics. They are getting breached now by formulation, though. First shots going out. Lakefam has been spotted. Formulation so far. First place with their 502 points. 55 points more than Bitfix has on rank 2. Oh, nice knock by Takis. Gets the flush in as well. Copy getting shot at now from the hill. Elf and myself. Quite close. Has the Panther on the back. Shots from behind. Elf and myself gets a knock against intent, but gets knocked in the process. Marty with a nade. That could be good. Wasn't too good though. Copy almost down there. Zix pushing forwards. Has seen Lil Dumpling. He's waiting for his chance. And for his teammates, obviously. From behind, we can see Bitfix Gaming arriving. Formulation might be in trouble in a few seconds if they don't close this fast. Nice done by Checkers. Yeah, by Intense. And Checkers, obviously. Get a knock as well. Marty killed by Fatings. Another nade in. Shouty knocked. Adel thrown a nade, nobody home. We'll be going for the race. Fatings trying to move all the way around. Get shot at from the hills, though. That's Perpetual Failure trying to get something done. For myself now, the last player alive for the 4 alcoholics. Nice commandant over here. But we'll go back for that fight between Bitfix and Formulation. Intense pushing forwards. In the car. Trying to get away here. First knock by Carpy against Sexy. Adel knocked as well by that nade. Sexy had an hand. Very unfortunate. Adel flushed by Intense. Carpy flushed by Tukin. This means that Formulation also lost a player. And now Elfmite himself is trying to get over the hill. Panzer in hand. And he's not able to fire it. 4 alcoholics have been eliminated on ring 15. Physics in the back. Still using those smokes as cover. Peyton's and high score. The last 2 remaining players for Bitfix. Sees Physics there. Unfortunately for him, Physics is not standing still. Can see Intense as well. In the back we can see HPFL for Slowstorm. AV with a kill against Zaxa. Zaxa with a kill against AV. Right over here we have, oops, the fight between Behind Enemy Wives and the Real Gangsters. Real Gangsters gets a kill against Chiggletons of damage. Let's see what else we can see over here. Shots in the direction of Shag by Scarit. Trying to pop the tire, a bit low. There we go. Intense currently damage, kill, and assist leader. Got 3 assists, 2 kills, and 397.74 damage. That's a lot of damage. Back from Symphonize, we can see the players from the valuable veterans. Nice tag there, Brian. Maskin, like we saw already with the first kill this round. This might lose their buggy there. Drive it away. Hazer for Coca-Cola. Holy Hola from the topple over here. Fighting against both sides. And Rain's over here now. They did switch a little yacht away. Might be good for them though, because that's a better position for now. So you can see our circle shifted again quite central. This means there are only 2 teams at the moment which are not part of the circle. Who's Behind Enemy Wives and the Real Gangsters. Airdrop right here for... Oh, cold airdrop. For Kjatar. I'm not quite sure if this is... yeah, it's falling. Looks so high. P90. Let's go. I love that. Bit fixed so far. With a 1-1 split now. High score using that shield to cover himself. That's in the direction of taggers. Almost tagged him. Finally gets the kill against the tire. That car was tired. It's not anymore. Sorry for that lame joke, but I had to tell it. Nonetheless, so far there's not much happening again. Phase 2 almost closed. And after that we'll see most likely more action. Let's see where our circle will shift this time. And we're going back. Oh, evil over here. With Nox against Andrains and Hazer. Searching for them. They already dropped down the hill though. Andrains killed. See if you find some. It's just barely behind the edges. So he's not seeing him. Completely in the open. But Evil's not seeing him. Because he's barely just... Every time he just barely sees him, he goes back. Now Evil gets the kill. And that's 2 for him. And over here, our next fight is brewing. The real gangsters facing off against Waze. We almost had a crash there. Snusky Dusky. The last man alive for the real gangsters here. That rotation was a hard no. Snusky trying to rotate out already. Trying to get a better position in the circle, maybe. Not quite sure if you want to play this rock. Maybe it's not. Should be seeing enough. Alright. You play this little shack here. Nice shots against Dykes by Spectro. We also can see another airdrop right down here. This one we have a Lynx. Oh, there's a fight brewing here between Lucy McYellow Swag and Kyatter. Proxy spotted. Not flush against Garden. And that nade hits him. Let's up over to Halsoy, who's still a bit behind. On the other side of the road. Rex spotted him, and that's it. Matkin gets a kill. Ukiant makes here successful. Kieran with some shots in the direction of Ukiant. While we lose Bitfix on rank 13. This happened. Not quite sure where. Oh, over here somewhere. There we go. Ice car over there. Peyton's over there. Evil now with a kill against the yours. That's unfortunate. Can't shift over there. It just leaves Dykes, but he gets 2. Simsy killed. Aimant knocked. Molly. No, that's not good. That's not good. Wow. Dykes with another knock, this time against Evil. This just leaves Spurven. Party Beetles are with shots now. Spurven going for the rest. Oh, nice try. Gets a flush against Evil. How the heck did he not get the knock there? Against Damon. Now he's back fighting against 2. 5 smokes remain. Damon killed by Fenotto. This just leaves Spurven with his shotty in hand. Booty Mikiola's Wreck eliminated. Rax dies to the circle. And that's it. Spurven with the shotty in hand gets a kill here. And that's it for Coca-Cola Holy Hola on rank 11. Snusky still in his shack over here. He is theoretically known, at least for Slow Storm, but they'll do damn and push him. Spectro with the knock flush against Stee. While Stee took out Sutney. Maskin right in front of him. Symphonized quite close to Spurven. That's not where I wanted to go. This is where I wanted to go. Initially, I wanted to hop over to Maskin. Spurven facing off against Symphonize, and he dies to the blue. That would make me angry if I was Spurven. Do I have him on short? 5. One is Snusky. Spurven on 2. 23 players left. This means we have roughly 3 players per team. 4 left for Slow Storm, 3 left for Formulation. 2 it seems for... No, 3 for the... 4 for the Valuable Veterans. 3 for Behind Enemy Wives. 3 as well for Nautilus. And also for Waze. And 1 each for Klanen and the Real Gangsters. Hello. Trying to get some shots in the direction of Waze. He's unsuccessful in doing so though. I press, he's gone, while Spurven gets killed by Snusky. Nice tag there. Oh, and we have our next fight here over between Formulation and Slow Storm. Losing physics, but he got 2 knocks against Sneakin and Grandis. Attackers with Nate in hand. That's a bit too far to the right. Almost good though. Don't want to throw another one. He should have pushed, but, well, who am I to say that? Valuable veterans holding behind enemy wives. That's in the direction of Slow Storm as well. Where is it? Intense. Oh, in that little shack over here. Oh, double knock by attackers. With that Nate against Grandis and HPFL. Gets a flush in. Gets knocked by Tukin. Should be able to get the rest for Grandis. Yeah, Circle just barely stops in front of him. That means Slowstorm will play with 3 players. Snusky needs to move and gets killed by Justin. The valuable veterans still try to hold their own down here against Waze and behind enemy wives. Both teams need to move though, and the smarter move for the valuable veterans would be to play down here and try to get to the position from Intense. For sure they have a car, 2 cars. Or to play the other side of the ridge, but they would need to fight against Wade then. AWM for Party Beetle. Good position for Waze. Better position so far for Team Nautilus. They got more cover now. Worst position even for behind enemy wives, because they have to move either against the valuable veterans or against Waze. Follow with a knock against Grandis. Sneaking now, the last man standing, and he gets killed by Shaq. Valuable veterans with another kill. Shaq gets knocked in return though by Skjelvan. Peeked too long over there, Rich. Best moving forwards. Can't move too far, otherwise Nautilus will see him. On the other side, he's completely open for behind enemy wives and Waze. We're also pressuring the guys from behind enemy wives, as well as Team Nautilus. Even though behind enemy wives has one thing in their favor, they could try to play over here and would be secure at least against Waze. But for now they still have to move. Same goes for the valuable veterans, and Fawn with the knock there. Feynotto moving forwards already, trying to get an angle in and against behind enemy wives. And the valuable veterans. Otto still moving forwards. Good position for him. Kirin gets another attack in. Intense will have to move again now. For now with the knock against these ties. But they have to move. Kind of now moving up the hill. Good position for Fenato. Might be able to do something. Same goes for Vipers. But so far they're not doing anything. Push cabin in. So he gets knocked by Vipers. Alafortus gets a knock in. But behind enemy wives is eliminated on rank 5. But not before taking a kill in against Kirin. Feynotto with a nade a bit too far. Back right in front of him. 14 HP remain. Let's see Vipers there. Nade is good enough to knock. Feynotto with a spray in the direction of Felon. Felon right above him, and that's it. Skjelvan with the knock. Feynotto and Kais taking home that kill. And this just leaves Vibes with a knock against Vipress. And the knock against Fenotto. This is disastrous for Waze. That could have been a very, very good game for them. Oh, that nade. Almost landed in his face. Ties with the flash. Still waiting for his chance to push over. Formulation eliminated. Otis has found Intense. And Party Beetle with the AWM gets the kill. And this leaves us with 7 players. 4 of those for Waze. 3 for Nautilus. Otis moving up the hill already. Good angle for him. Party Beetle with AWM in hand. Sees the first one, gets the first knock. Nade in hand. That might be... No, that's too long. Feinotto gets the first aid through. Smoking. Ty says, yeah, I'm going to go for Intel. Or not. Otis with the knock against Vipress. Party fighting it against Justin and Skelvin. Otis going for the flush. Ty's coming in from behind. Gets a knock in, gets knocked by Skelvin. Justin facing off against Party. Skelvin going for the rest on Otis. And he gets knocked. This just leaves Justin. Trying to get behind Party, and that's it. GG, well played. Winner, chicken dinner. Waste takes home the kills and the win with 13 kills. 1,640 damage, though, for the valuable veterans, and 5 assists for Formulation Gaming. I'll see you again soon after a quick break, because we'll head over to match 2 after this. And there we are back again with new points. 513 for Formulation, 448 for Bitfix, 404 for The Real Gangsters, 323 for Slowstorm, 312 for Waze. And then we have 297 for Clanan, 295 for Booty McYolo Swag, 292 for Behind Enemy Wives. And in the second half, we start with the 4 Alcoholics and 236 points. 217 for Ukind, then 209 for Kjatter, 191 for the Perpetual Failure, then we have 172 for Team Nautilus, 169 for Coca-Cola Holy Hola, and last but not least, the Valuable Veterans with 161 points. Let's hop over. Match number 2 is upon us, and as you can see, this time our playing path is, well, not from right to left or left to right, but still, it leaves something for the players to be desired, because there's still a lot of things the players are not able to reach, like Los Leones, Puerto Paraíso, Resort, Impala, and, well, El Alcantara. So those might be a bit stretched to reach, but there should still be enough for the players where they would like to and could jump to. Let's up over here. Follow the metal bird. As you can see, first to jump out are Slowstorm and the Real Gangsters. Following them are Formulation and Bitfix. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff not being played by the players. So like this below here, no one thinks a circle will drop there. I'm not quite sure if that's a wise decision, because it might still drop there. But well, they decided they will go for it. Formulation going for Los Leones. Picado played by Bitfix. Then in El Pozo, we have Behind Enemy Wives. Power Grid played by Waze, our winners from last match. Over here, we have Coca-Cola Holy Hola going for the Graveyard. Clanan in San Martin. Booty McYolo Swag with the Hacienda. Perpetual Failure going, well, quite in the direction of these compounds here. And the shift proves them right. Same goes, obviously, for Team Nautilus with a good position, but they're quite far stretched. And considering that, like them, Little Dumpling are quite close here to dump, I'm not quite sure that is a wise decision. Oh, going for the M249. I'm not quite sure if that's wise. Reload time is a bit too hard, but he's going for the spray against like them. And not succeeding, though. Like I'm just able to stay behind the rock there. Little Dumpling already rescuing his teammate here. Therefore, they found a spot as well to loot. Justin already retreating says, yeah, man, I found some weapons, but I'm not good enough to fight, so... Or, well, not well enough equipped to fight. Good is, well, a different aspect of the game. So, La Cabrera played by the Valuable Veterans. Ukind mix with the Water Treatment split. Then we have Kjatter in Campo Militar. And the 4 Alcoholics with the widest split I've seen so far. Because we have 2 of them here. And the other 2 in Tierra Bronca. He might have to watch out. Has Garden right in front of him. And he's using a bike. I mean, you can't hear him, but that does not know he's not there. What the? Steve, what happened there? Didn't you hear the car? I mean, that might have been the easiest kill for Bunny. And it was the first kill of the match. Nonetheless, that shouldn't have been that easy. I mean, it was a nice try by Steve, but he might think about using his sound settings differently in the next time. Garrett over here, together with Maskin. They might decide to go to top hill. Oh, they will retreat. Next shots coming in. Nice tags here, but I like them. Will he get the knock? And he gets it! Maskin knocked, Scarrit in trouble. Flush is confirmed. And this means that Ukian makes this down to 2. Symphomize and Scarrit, now the last 2 players. I need to do something else to get that in. While we also lose Justin over here. Proxy with a flush for Kjatar. Already rotating out of Campo Militar to a more central position. Over here we can see another airdrop arriving. This time with the links again. Question is who will get that. Perpetual Failure might be in. Considering where that drops. Could be roughly around here-ish. Should be good enough. Spectre, I'll prepare the drop for you. Take it. Go for it. Run, boy, run. The drop is waiting for you. If you don't hurry, the enemies will kill you. There we go. So, let's see. We have some more movement over here. Klanen going for the push against the 4 alcoholics. Alf and myself and Marty coming in. Not coming in from above. As well as mortar shots, it seems. I doubt that Lachman knows that Simsy is right in front of him waiting. Ratings with the kill against Hazer. That happened over here. Dykes with the knock against Shouty. Which means Bedfix are down a play as well. All Jiggletons of damage faces off against Tukin, who get the knock against Herky. Another knock for him against Izaxa. 8. Oh, that wasn't too bad. And now the knock by Snooski. K confirmed as well. Going for more smokes. Now HPFL and Grand is coming close. How many smokes does he still have? Sneak in, trying to use the other side to get the upper hand in against the real gangsters. They're back to stream one, men on their feet. Max is still bleeding out. He can spot it and gets a headshot by Snooski, who gets a headshot in return as well. Perky almost gets a knock against Grandis. HPFL, though, a bit faster. Snooski using the way down. Grandis has the upper hand now, though. Follow fight at the top of the hill, Bruce as well. Okay. Oh no, it was Snusky. For the kill against Grandis. Erky flushed. And that's it. HPFL was the last kill. We are in the fight between Klanen and the 4 alcoholics. Nice molly there against Elf and myself. Gets knocked by it. Marty with some nice shots in the direction of Spurvin. Like them on the other side. Evil rescuing Armand. This is good so far for Klanen. Spurvin going for the rest on Simbi. Oh, that net. Ooh, almost. Did some damage against Marty. Oh, that molly. That molly gets the knock down again. Like them currently not sure where he should watch. Let's try here. And the next team is already advancing. In this case, it's behind enemy wives. Marty back on his feet as well. Might get the knock against Senzi. And that's it. Fun. Successful. Spurvin spotted as well. Nathan hand again, Elf and myself. That does not land in the building. Senzi flushed by all our forces. Like them killed by Klanen. Payment almost down there, bleeding out fast. Second time knocked. Spurvin staying behind the buildings. Says, alright, we don't need to fight if behind enemy wives takes it. Stands in the fight and helps both sides. Fighting's with the kill against HPFL. So over here to Team Nautilus. Fix over here. They got HPFL right here at his car. That's still good though. Why has no one taken that? Still has all 4 tires. Ooh, nice tax against Felon. Let's look back over here. Our fight between Klanen and the 4 alcoholics. And then we already did retreat from that fight. Circle shifted a bit to the north now. So you can see Halslow might get a kill against the valuable veterans in a few seconds. Stolen. Using the gas can over there. They know he's there though. Disabling his car. Evil knock. Morty. Oh no. That molly hits Bervin as well. Oh, and Alpha myself gets a knock against Amond. That should be his third knock, if I'm not mistaken. Evil already pushing him up the stairs. Says, well, if there's another molly coming in, don't get too low, man. Well, we can see another team arriving. Saying, alright, if that fight is over, let's advance. Guess the last 2 or 3. Oh, nice tags from Nautilus. Galvin with the knock against Symphonize. Scarlet. Can't fall the hill. From above, we might see Klanen arriving. The question is, will they see them? Blue zone. Takes it tall as well. Amond has no sense of danger, and Scarlet with the knock against Amond and the flush. Spurven on top of the hill. Symphonize was able to heal. 8 might be good. A bit too pre-cooked. And a bit too short. That's above over here. Vibis and Fallen have fallen. This just leaves Kirin. Made in hand against behind enemy wives. A bit too short as well. Bit too cooked, and that's it. Rex. I know. Isle Forces kills Kirin here. Back to our fight between Klanen and Symphonize. Get it knocked, and that's it. Scarlet and Symphonize eliminated by Klanen, surviving another team. And now we're down to 10. As you can see, our circle is not that big anymore. It shifted again to the south. Good position for Perpetual Failure, as well as Bitfix, and obviously Coca-Cola Holy Hola, while Intense gets killed by Halsoy. Not sure where he came from. Oh, on top of the hill there. Halsoy can see behind enemy wives. Nice headshot against Isle Forces in another attack, but not enough to get that knock in. Now, though, against AV. This is not looking too good for behind enemy wives. He still has 3 nades. Pushing forwards. Gets spotted. Tries to dodge. Still can use this little rock here as cover. Still, Blue Zone will push forwards. He has a lot of way to cover. Quite sure if behind enemy wives will try to go for that flush. Not looking like it. They're rotating. Otis with the knock against ties. We can see that behind enemy wives will make it to the circle. Halsoy, not so much. Most likely will not survive this. Over here we can see Evil and Spurven. Quite close to behind enemy wives now. I can hear those shots. Nice headshot and knock against Fawn. Back in the blue now, though. Cutter facing off against Formulation. Also still in the blue. Except for Tekkas, who gets knocked by Botan. RP gets the knock and flush against Zimmerman, but gets knocked by Botan. Physics now with some nice shots. Not before Botan can confirm that flush. Proxy with an 8. That's not too bad. Physics now the last man alive. Our Forces gets a knock against Healthboy from behind, helping formulation in the process. Botan sees him, gets a knock. This just leaves Proxy. Made by color. From behind, it's Booty McYolo's back with a nice nade here. Well, it's a bit too short, but good enough for AB. John Boy says, well, let's fight. Botan's still on the blue. Pushing forward, has to heal. He still has a nade, and he should use that. Proxy now with the knock against Tekkas. Nade coming out by Botan. And that should be a bit too short, but good enough for fun. To lose 40 HP. Tekkas killed by Proxy. Trying to dodge that fight again against Physics. Fenotto now with the kill against Otis. Which means more points for Vase here. Botan now with the knock against Phone. But color's still there. Has to watch out though. Proxy gets a kill in. And might be able to go for the race. Physics. Has 3 nades. And it's stuck between a rock and a hard place. His high score's already moving above and beyond to get maybe the right angle. Physics right behind the car. Nice tactic and nice knock against Sotney there. Physics going for the move. High score has seen him. Shots coming out. Is he able to get the kill in? Nope. That's not where I wanted to go. This is where I wanted to go. Physics. Against Spectre. Gets a knock, nicely done. Gets a kill as well. 60 bullets remain, and that's not enough. Dixie Enormous with a kill against him, and therefore formulation is out on ring 9. Benotto quite close to Team Nautilus here. Gets a knock and flush against Evil. Therefore Klanen is eliminated on rank 8 as well. Can see Booty McYolo's back there. Nice headshot. Question is, John Boy over here, yeah? Shouldn't he be able to see Dump and... Well, barely. Good positioning from Dump and Spurven. Dump and Skevin. Spurven dead, bro. Bitfix moving forwards. Good game for them so far. They're still alive. That's something. Thomas over here. Level 3 gear. 2 kills only so far. Or 2 kills are 2 kills. That's 1 more kill than Perpetual Failure has at the moment. Let's see what our kill. 6 kills for Proxy and Botan. Party and Finotto with 3. So not too much kills at the moment. At least for the players who are still alive. Can't talk about the others. Dampner with the knock against Garden. It's killed as well. Flash is coming out. Reknock by John Boy. Skelvin trying to move up. And that's it. GG well played. Team Nautilus eliminated on rank 7. Reload, John. Oh, P90 there. There we go. Stealthy with a knock against high score. Taken out of the furthest player here. But the most well protected, I would say. Adel already going for the rest. Which currently means Phaetons is fighting for his own. Well, that nade in the direction of Sutney wasn't too bad. At least till it bounced. And over here we can see Endrains. And the yacht as well as Dykes. Dykes now with the knock against Phaeton. Abel and High Score back on their way. Nice nade by Stolzy. This just leaves High Score. Doesn't even have a red dot. Very unfortunate. Wait, there's another airdrop over here. Well, I didn't expect that would work so fast. Dice gets the kill against Phaetons. Sorry for that. I should have stayed here. But sometimes my curiosity takes over. I thought it was... Oh yeah, this one. It's taken now. Farmers. For Dykes. The back we can hear Vipris and Finotto. So far, this looks like a good game for Perpetual Failure. They're the only ones currently in this circle, so... Proxy with a knock against Party Beetle. Up over here. Party Beetle flushed by Dykes, though. That nade is good. That nade is perfect, almost. That nade is good enough to knock Finotto. Another one, and another one, and that's perfect. Waste eliminated, caused by Coca-Cola Holy Holder. Rank 5 for them. 5 kills for Coca-Cola Holy Holder. We're down to our last 11 players. 4 kills for Booty McYellow Swag. 8 kills for Kyoto already. And last but not least, Perpetual Failure with 3. That nade is too short. With a knock against Endrains. Dykes will be going for the rest, maybe. Down again with a nice shot. You're trying to move around. You can see shots against Proxy by Stealthy. The Botan is already killed. Same goes for Endrains. Mike's not sure where to move. Proxy goes to 1. Gonna hop over here to our bunnies. Or that's it. John Boy with a kill against Proxy. Sunday spotted on the roof. The yacht moving closer gets knocked. This just leaves Dykes. And on the other hand, with Stolzy, Dixie, and Sutney. 1 for Dykes. 2 for Clown. 3 for John Boy, who turns around and gets the kill against Dykes. Rex on 4, Bonnie, John 6 kills to his name already. It looked good for Perpetual Failure. Now it looks better for Booty McYellowswag. Not quite sure why John is shooting with the P90 on that range. Rather use the MK in that case. Suddenly quite close. Right behind that tree. Also trying to use the high ground. Suddenly retreating. Better position though for Perpetual Failure. Best option for them would be wait till Starsy is being pushed down the roof through the blue. And after that, you might be able to get that kill. As we can see, no utilities anymore for Booty McYellowswag. Well, my mic is doing weird shit. Wait a second. Let's hope I fix this. We'll see. Chelsea spotted on the right side, knocked by John Boy. This just leaves to Sotney and Dixie. Dixie with a re-knock of his own. Sotney close to Clown. Flash coming out. Moving around. John Boy versus Sotney. P90 versus the Orc. Was confirmed. Guess not. Dixie now 1 versus 2. Nice try, but that's it. GG, well played. Winner, chicken dinner. Bunny Clown gets the last kill for Booty McYellowswag. And therefore, they get 10 kills, 1,949 damage, and 6 assists. We're going to hop over for a quick break, and then I'll be back with you for match number 3. And there we are, back again. 515 points now for Formulation. That wasn't a big jump. Then we have 452 for Bitfix, 406 for the Real Gangsters. Slowstorm was 327, following by Waze with 318 and 315 by Booty McYoloswag. On rank 7 we have Klanen with 304, and last but not least, almost to the 300, we have behind Enemy Wives on 8 with 297. 60 points behind them, we have the 4 Alcoholics with 237. And then we have the players from Ukient Mix with 218. Next up are Perpetual Failure with 203. Then we have 179 for Coca-Cola Holy Holder, Team Nautilus with 176, and last but not least, the Valuable Veterans with 161. And this right here is the next map, because we are on Rondo. And our players will decide where we head. As you can see, our plane started right above Fongton and will end close to Jadena City. So everything which is above this magic line, well, not magic, but well, above this line, is not reachable through jumping. And everything below this line might be hard as well, but still possible. Nonetheless, first to jump out are Coca-Cola Holy Holder, followed by Waze. Then we have Booty McYoloswag and Team Nautilus, as well as Formulation Gaming and Ukient Mix, Slowstorm, Klanen, Bitfix, Real Gangsters, the Valuable Veterans, 4 Alcoholics, Perpetual Failure, and last but not least, Gutter and Behind Enemy Wife. So far, it's not looking like we have a hot drop, or is anything resembling that. Even though Aimant is quite close to a high score. Nonetheless, a circle shifts into the eastern part of the map, quite central, with a possible good spot for the 4 Alcoholics over here. So we can see Little Dumpling, Elf and myself, like them, and Marty already going for rotations, searching for cars. I'm not quite sure why Marty pushed like them away from this compound, saying, "Man, that's my compound, move, get your own." Or if like them wanted to take this part of the city of Mehran. Over here we have Waze, Party Beetle, Afi, Vipris, and Fanotto. Currently with Zhao Qin, one of the teams which might have traveled the furthest. Same goes for Coca-Cola Holy Holder, with Hazer, Liliot, Dykes, and Andrains. Gongton also quite far away from the circle. We also have our first rotations over here by Klanen and Bitfix. I think it's already JS9 with 4 times and the double shotty. Not quite sure if that is a good idea. He sees Marty though. $60 bullets and no vest. That's not too good, but he decides to stay here. Good for him. So let's see what else happens. First rotation as well by Kyatter here. That's all Innermoon, Botin, and Proxy. They did play quite well the last round. Let's see if they can do that again. party with MK and Orc. Shooting a bit. Oh, we see Little Dumpling has a disconnect. And over here we lost our first player? Bird? What happened there? I don't see that we are missing a player. So I'm quite unsure what happened there. Oh, nice little dot. Why does it say bird? Because this is Little Dumpling. And he has a disconnect. So why does it say bird? That confuses me. But let's go back and see what Eamon can see from up here. Right behind him, Bitfix has taken over position. I might go for that push if they hear the shots from Eamon. Or they might do that prior. High score spotted. Eamon already retreating, said, man, there are two opponents here. Not fighting that. At least not solo. Question is where... Oh, he lost his car. So he has to run now. Eamon sees high score and high score sees him, but from the side like them. Was the first shots rescuing Eamon there. Oh, he gets tagged. Saxy gets knocked by Evil though. Eamon gets knocked by Phaeton. Flushed by Adel. First kill this round for Bitfix. Simzy has taken hold over here. Is shooting in the direction of the real gangsters, who did have an airdrop over there. Looted by Chiggletons of damage. MK14 and M4. For myself, trying to get attack in against Innermoon is not successful though. Well, we can see that Oki makes this also going for rotation. Got it. Also making it to Maskin. Shots in the direction of Fawn, who's currently trying to glide peacefully through the air without a care in the world, but suddenly shots appear. Jokes aside, the enemies are friendly. They're trying to give them their bullets. Bullets are not cheap, man. I can tell you that. So let's see. Circles moving. Rotations are on the way. You can see Team Nautilus most likely is going for this rotation. Central approach by Coca-Cola Holy Gold. They might try to play here. And the northern approach from Waze. We'll see. There's no one in the north. Still trying to play this compound and maybe work through it over here. And then enter here, may run. At least that would be my idea what they can do. Because there's no one. Oh. Gotta correct myself. As we can see, Booty Mkiolo's whack is coming close here. And this is what Waze has thought about. Clown with the knock against Fanato. Gets flushed by Rex. Therefore, it's not looking too good for Waze, but they get a return knock. And flush Party Beetle successful. 1-1 trade here between Waze and Booty Mkiolo's whack. Nice headshot against John Boy. Why is he not using bandages? Right, using a furthy. Garden. Using an even further approach. Still behind here. Circle shifts forward. Quite good for Waze. They might play Luhushing. We might see an end circle around here-ish. Good position in this compound or over here for Bitfix. If it shifts in that direction. Possibilities there. Mayron played by Kyatter, but it looks like Behind Enemy Voice will try to get there too. And our next car is destroyed. Kirin killed. Shaq knocked by Grandis. Drive-by was successful. Fallon does not see Tjuken. Gets a knock in, so now Vibis is the last man standing. Trying to get away here from that fight. As man, that's not worth it. Well, over here, Snuski Duski loses his life against Clan, and same goes for Isaxa. Simply with a double kill here. Making his usual nick Simsy of Doom. Quite proud. Was a Doom for the real gangsters. He knocked and flushed by Avi. Chickleton says, well, swimming is easy. Swimming is easy. Now quite close to Simsy and Spurven. This still trying to search for a possible spot to play. Mayron might be a good position for him. No shooting at him at the moment, though. To be honest, if I was him, I would have played this little shack. Nobody most likely will search in here. Circle shifts again in favor of Mayron. Good position for him. Not so much for Bitfix. Formulation and Waste. And our next fight is brewing over here. Booty Mkiolo's whack facing off against Team Nautilus. Gotta correct myself. For alcoholics. With a knock against Kyatter. Oh, nice knock by Innermoon. Boten against Marty. Like them over here. Boten just dodges it in the right second. Dump with a knock against sneaking. Black Farm still has 2 nades. Let's move again there. Beavis with the kill against Adel. We have 4 teams in the city now. Berserky and Shackleton of Damage being the sole survivors for the real gangsters. Shots in the direction of Formulation Gaming. Nice tag against Intanks by Dykes. Now shooting the poor hill. Didn't do you anything. Chris right in front of Formulation. Carpi gets it up. I don't know how he saw Vipress there, but he gets a kill. Well played. He spotted as well. Well, Dumpsy's slow storm. Justin over here, quite close to Booty McYolo's whack. Not able to see Clown yet, but can hear him and get shot at by John Boy. And down here, HPFL says, Avi, nice that you showed up with your bike, but running might be easier. Otis over here, waiting for his chance to maybe get a knock-in. At least if he wants to go for it. And Verbis Aviva still alive in the city. Waiting for that chance. Well, Chickleton's of damage has to watch out. Evil still in front of him. Still has 6 first aids left, so let's at least help him. Shots against Spectre by Chukin. Not able to get the knock-in. But gets tagged by Stolzy, and that should be it. Knock through the blue. Made by Spectro is not able to get the flush in. Ground is almost knocked as well. That looks concerning. Made against Gandus. Spectre gets a kill against Tukin. Gets knocked by HPFL though. HPFL now is the last remaining survivor. Gets tagged, and Justin gets a kill against Grandis, while Sutney gets a kill against HPFL. Slow Storm eliminated on 14. Max with a knock against Garrett. Formulation moving forwards. Take us quite close to Simsy here. Turkey quite close to high score. Rebus just barely at the edge of the circle. X-Knock high score against Intent successful. Most likely will not stay alive there. But doubt that his teammates might go for the race. Rush confirmed against Intent's for high score. Suddenly with a knock against Dump. as well. Spectro can see Simsy there. Is not able to take him though. Simsy against Darcy. He's not able to tag him. Simulation able to get away there. And he's trying to get different angle in against Simsy. Working forwards has taken his car. And in the meantime, we lose Formulation Gaming because they just ran into Proxy and like them. Yeah, one with a knock against Spectro. High score gets a kill against Vibis. Had to move. Murky in the city quite close. Like them fighting against Kyatar. Like versus Flash. Does not see a thing, and Botin gets a kill for the for Kyatar against the 4 alcoholics. Murky gets a kill and a knock-in. 8. Short. Phaeton is behind the building. There's a Nate and another knock against Phaeton. There's a Nate might be better. Oh, that's perfect. That is just perfect. And he gets them both. GG, well played. Bitfix eliminated on rank 10. While Klanen is fighting against Perpetual Failure. And Perpetual Failure is fighting against them and Nautilus. Nautilus eliminated 9 kills going on the count for behind enemy wives over here. Perpetual Failure out on rank 8 fighting against Klanen over there. Then we have Chickelson of damage and Herky over there. Nice nades. Car's blowing. And still has his level 3 gear. Klanen eliminated. Dixie gets a kill. Proxy gets a kill. Phone gets a kill. That might be a good one. Ah, a bit too short. Oh, Innerman. That's a nasty angle. Klanen with a knock against Yort. Proxy jumps behind Chickens of damage and gets a kill in, so this just leaves Herky. As you can see, our circle shifted again in favor of Kyatar as well as behind enemy wise. All 3 teams over here, which are Booty McYolo, Swag, Coca-Cola, Holy Hola, and Ukiant, need to move. That's an airdrop over here. Another M4, MK14. Question is, what can Coca-Cola Holy Hola do? Going for the rotation. Dykes almost knocked and gets knocked by Maskin. Flush confirmed. Andrines makes it to the... Well, I wanted to say to the airdrop, but makes it to the compound. Foxy now with 5 kills. Symphonize now the last surviving member. Or he was the last surviving member. And we are down to our last 11 players. 4 players still left for Kyatar. Booty McYellowswag now pushing against behind enemy wives. And Isle forces trying to protect themselves. Put that over the roof, man. 622 damage by our forces. Nice molly. One has to watch out now for Coca-Cola Holy Hola. Chatter in the best possible position here. Because no one was fighting against them at the moment. John Boy with the knock against Lil Yort. Was trying to get the contents of the airdrop. Jones moving forwards. Will not go for the race. What the heck is up with the mic again? Blue zone mate. Shots coming out. Oh, nice nade again by the forces. Just barely closed the door behind him. So York with a knock against Clown. Not looking too good for Booty McYellow's whack. John Boy with a knock against Fawn. Other forces with a knock against John Boy though. And he gets... What? Oh no. Garden with a knock against Clown. Go for the reses now. Blue zone is coming though. And I doubt he'll be able to do... That'll be a close one. Yeah, John Boy directly knocked again. That's not possible for him, and that's it. GG well played. Booty McYellow's back eliminated on Raid 3 after that fight against Behind Enemy Wives. And now it's Kyatter against Coca-Cola Holy Hola. Also, we'll move over here. That should be it. Nice takes against Lil Yort. Has a molly in hand. And that is almost perfect. Blue Zone Nate pushes it forward as well. And that's it. GG well played. Proxy with the kill. Kyatter with the winner chicken dinner. And 10 kills. 1,425 damage and 6 assists. I'm going to show you the results for the match here as well. But we still have to get over to a break. And I'll have to restart my game so we don't crash in match number 4. So that's all you get, unfortunately. See you back in a while. And there we go, updated leaderboard. 517 points now for Formulation with 456. So 456. For Bitfix, 411 for the Real Gangsters, 331 for Slowstorm, 324 for Booty McYolos Wax, 319 for Race, 309 for Clan, and 305. So finally making it to the triple digits, or to the 300, are behind Enemy Wise. Following them are Kyoto now, taking over 9th place with 241 points with their chicken. Then we have 238 for the 4 Alcoholics, 222 for Ukin Mix, 210 for Perpetual Failure, 188 for Coca-Cola Holy Holer, 181 for Team Nautilus, and last but not least, 162 for the Valuable Veterans. And we're gonna hop over. Match number 4 is upon us. As you can see, we're right here on Tego, and we'll search for positions for the players to play. First to jump out are Perpetual Failure and Team Nautilus, followed by Okin Mix. Then we have Slowstorm and Bitfix Gaming. There's a bit more time in between. We have the 4 Alcoholics as well as Formulation Gaming and the Real Gangsters. Following them are Coca-Cola, Holy Holer, and Waste. Next we have Klanen as well as behind Enemy Wives. And last but not least, we're still waiting for Kyoto and the Valuable Veterans as well as Booty McYoloswag. So as we can see, first 2 teams have already found their spots to play. Evil still quite close to behind Enemy Wives, but I doubt we have a hot drop over here. The most possible hot drop situation could be between the Valuable Veterans and Kyoto. Everyone else is parting ways. Circle shifts to the northwest. Good position for Bitfix, Perpetual Failure, and the 4 Alcoholics. Well, like I said, over here, Shax stealing a car from Innermern and Helsoy. Already retreating in the other direction, so they don't get that kill against them. All right, I'm gonna move far, far away. See what else happened. Proxy, Botan found their position. Evil now with shots in the direction of behind Enemy Wives. Gets attack in against our forces. Not able to get a knock though. Aside from that, nothing real dangerous. First team to rotate are Bitfix. Going for a quick rotation. Searching for a good position in the circle. And this right here might be the money compound. Yeah, there's no one there. High score. You're the first. Little Dumpling, though, going for a quick run. Has his Panzer with him, as well as an AK. I'm not quite sure if that is to his advantage or to his disadvantage. In the back you can see Sexy, Shouty, and High Score. And, well, he won't hear him coming because he's not using a car. But if they see him coming, he's in trouble. Because he's one against 2. You can see emergency pickup being called by Kyoto. Innermoon and Hellsoy will try to get there. So he can peek quite close here to Phaeton. Shots coming out. As no side though. A little spotted by Dumpling, who's still running. To be honest, his bad bet would be proning right in this bush. Everything else might be too difficult for him. Or go for one of those over here. But that compound has been taken. He wasn't fast enough. Let's see. At least one of them will use the emergency. No, two. Proxy and Botan. The other two will have to drive. Station coming close. Airdrop right above Perpetual Failure. We're still rotating there. I'm not quite sure if the others saw that. Team Nautilus might be going for his dump. With the dump truck. That's the best option to take all the loot. And if I say all, I mean all. Satney driving back says, man, there were airdrops. I want them. I want them. The yacht with the kills against Tekis over here. Oh. Well, they did flip the car. The yacht with the flush against no, Carpi with the kill against the yacht. My god. Talking ain't too easy today. Yeah, no, you can't flip that. Dumpling has the Panzer in hand. Might be able to get the knock against Otis. Switch into AK. Now there's 4 above him. That will be harder. Aiming with a kill against Hazer. Shots from formulation in the direction of Waze. We are over here. Spurvin and Simsy quite close to Dykes and Endrains. Alright, let's go for the long rotation. I'll try to rotate right here. Try to get in the back of Endrains and Dykes. Still waiting over here. Case and the yacht already eliminated. So Coca-Cola Holy Holder is down to 2. And Spurvin did move back a bit. Evil still staying here. Searching for Dykes. And then Drains. Which are not showing themselves. Right over here. Between Ways and Formulation. Nice spray against Party Beetle, who gets a flush against Carpi though. And gets another headshot, but not before knocking Physics. And now it's just Intense. And he will do a double and fight. Most likely retreat here. Spurvin. The over there has not seen Endrains. He's not seen him either. Spurvin spotted, knocked. And that's Simby's knock here against Dykes. And now it's Endrains and says GT Coca-Cola Holy Holder eliminated on rank 15. Knock against Chickletons of damage. Evil was successful with that one. Aiming with the knock against his Axa. Noski Back with the knock against Fawn. Herky and Snooski, the last man standing here for the real gangsters. Herky trying to get away from Aemond. Nice tags. Ibis with the knock against Evie and the kill against Kala. Nate by Aemond might be good enough. Too far, but Evil gets a knock from behind. And this just leaves Herky. Spectro with the kill against Hellsoy. Intense trying to move further into the circle. He's got it quite close. Baxa dies to the blue. And gets a kill against Snooski. Like I said, Herky now is the sole survivor. Intense says, this is a good spot. I'm not quite sure about that. Herky over here, Isle of Horses over there. Nice score with the knock against Little Dumpling. Will the flush be successful? No dice. Or, well, he's bleeding out, so that's it for him. Chicken spotted there. As you can see, the circle's getting more and more filled with players. I like how all three solos are currently driving. Intense might be in trouble. On the right side. Yes, Kjatter on the left side. He's rotating close to Team Nordlis. Most likely trying to get to the coast of Hemosar. Good thing for him. Team Nordlis decided to go for this little compound. Though at the moment, if he would have stopped, he would have been clear. But this might be Snicken's lucky day for a kill. Oh, he wants to go for the drops. Oh, Spectre with a nice shot against Sneakin. Starsy gets a kill against, gets a knock against HPFL. Might get a kill too. Intense in trouble. No gas and his car almost blown there. Good thing for him, Hammersaw is not played by anyone. Circle will shift in a second. And goes down to the south. Hard shift for all the teams in the north. So we can see Klarnen and the valuable veteran still in the blue. Same goes for Isle of Horses and Herky, who's still looting over here. 5 first aid, 6 first aid, 7 first aids. What about Isle of Horses? He has 2 left. A bit closer to the circle though. He gets some shots in to the direction of Bitfix. Please consider my bullets your gift. Shots in the direction of the valuable veterans as well by the 4 alcoholics. Token spotted by Spectrum. Nice take there. We can see another emergency pickup coming in. Intent's now in trouble because, as you can see, the valuable veterans moved in. Party Beetle over here. With a knock against Like-Vam. Gets a kill as well. Now the 4 alcoholics are only 2. Offie trying to get away there. Vipress. Shots in the direction of Elf and myself, who gets knocked from Offie from the side. And now it's just 1 alcoholic, which is Marty. He's just driving into the direction of high score. That's not where I want to go. High score with the kill against Marty. That was the initial play I wanted to jump into, but PUBG had other plans, like, you know, Evil. Emergency pickup, finding possible cover. He with shots in the direction of Berkey. Intense as found Vebis, and Vebis was better. Other forces now taking the running shoes out of his backpack. Herky has to heal. Still has 5 first aids left though. High score with a knock against Party Beetle. Simsy gets a kill against Fenotto. Question is, where are Eamon? Oh, Eamon and Simsy still in the blue here. Searching for a possible spot to play. Car almost empty. I have to fight against Waze now. Okay, just driving right in that direction. Turn around. The other half of Bitfix behind him. Still says movement is better than nothing. It's now quite close to a Kint mix. But that spot right here is in his favor. With a knock against Offie. And Vipress was spotted as well by Simsy, and therefore Waste is eliminated on rank 12. Shots against Shaq. First on getting that knock in. Over here, Kirin and Vebis are fighting against Grandis, who gets knocked as well. Observer Curse is ready. Shatter eliminated. Token almost knocked. From behind, Stalcy says the AWM might find a mark. The only solo left standing from our 3-4 solos we had is Arlo Forces. Grandis might just barely survive this. Sexy with the knock against Evil. He was trying to go for the race on Kirin. They still have 2 cars over here. Well, resing himself. Says Kirin, no chance, man. And that's it for him. Sneak in with a kill. Valuable veterans out on 9. Over here we have Team Nautilus still alive. Behind some Slowstorm. Here we have Booty McYellow Swag. And we have 2/3 of Clannan over here. Bitfix over there. And over here, we have Ukient Mix. And over here, Perpetual Feia. Let's go with the knock against Bonnie Clan now. Oh, we only have 2/4 of, or half of Clannan anymore. Someone killed evil. Justin. Dump getting some kills in. We'll still stay here. Simthi with a nice tag. Position not too good for Clannan though. Kills for Clannan. Bitfix so far with 5. That was scary. Simthi with the first laugh. Stopped shooting though. And now Eamon has to move. Nate in the wrong direction though. That move is way too short, way too slow. Come on, high score. Actually moving in from behind. And finds Eamon, and that's it. GG well played. Clannan eliminated on rank 8. 8 coming in against HPFL. Sneaking moving forwards against Perpetual Failure. Not able to do much though. Blue Zone Nate coming in. That should be it for him, even though his first hit comes in. Double Blue Zone damage, and that's it. Sneaking eliminated. Putin McYoloswag eliminated as well. Garden dies to the blue. Not before getting another kill in against Booty McYoloswag though. Slowstorm eliminated on 5. Ukient with a good position here. Able to fend off Perpetual Failure. Knock against Stalsey. We still have our Zolo. Tyler Forces is still alive. Shots from Symphonize. He's just above other forces. Symphonize with the knock against Satney and Dix Enormous. This just leaves one. This Spectro. Spectro with a knock against Symphonize. Question is, what can he do against the rest? And that's it. Got it. Gets a kill in. And therefore, we are down to 2 teams. Sneak quite close here to high score and the others. Phaeton with the knock against Maskin. Kill confirmed. You can see high score, and high score spots him. That should be Phaeton's kill now. Sexy with the knock against Scarlet. Steve pushing forwards. Smoking behind him, smoking in front of him. And gets knocked by high score. And now it's only Symphonize. And that's it. GG, well played. High score in Adel, taking out the last two. And therefore, Bitfix wins this with 11 kills. 1,727 damage. 5 assists, though, for Perpetual Failure. Right here, we have the current standings, or the current map. Bitfix, 11 kills. Ukian, 6. 3 for Perpetual Failure. 1 for Behind Enemy Wives. 2 for Slowstorm. 4 for Booty McYolo's Wax. 2 for Team Nautilus. 10 for Clan. And 4 for the Valuable Veterans. 1 for Kyatter. 0 for the Real Gangsters. 4 for Waze. 1 for Formulation. 1 for Alcoholics. And 2 for Coca-Cola Holy Hola. And after break, I'll be back with you for the updated leaderboard. And they're again coming closer. Formulation still in the lead with 518 points. Another point for them last round. But nonetheless, the distance to rank 2 is getting closer and closer. 477 points for Bitfix. Then we have 411 for the Real Gangsters, 336 for Slowstorm, 330 for Booty McYellowswag, 323 for Waze, 320 for Klanen, and last but not least in the upper half of the leaderboard, 310 for Behind Enemy Wise. In the second half of the leaderboard, we have Kjatter with 242, 239 for the 4 Alcoholics, 234 for Ukint Mix, 218 for Perpetual Failure, 190 for Coca-Cola Holy Holer, 184 for Team Nautilus, and last but not least, 166 now for the Valuable Veterans. And we're gonna hop over, because we are back with match number 5 on Erangel. And as you can see here, our plane pass starts below the hospital and will end below Milter Power. So there's also a lot of space not possible to jump to directly. This right here should be the low one, so it's a stretch to reach Primorsk, but it's possible. Not so possible Ozaki, Severny, Yasnaya, Stolber, and Kamishki. But well, the teams still will find their places to play. 2 teams going for South George with Slowstorm and Kjatter. Then we have, oh, there we have Hotrop over here. Otis with pistol in hand. See, already retreating. Symphonize with the AK and... oh, nice knock against Dump. Otis in the window. Might at least get one knock in, one kill in, if he gets Otis. No helmet for him. And he gets knocked by Otis. This is our first kill of the round. Because Otis can go for the flush. Symphonize, not as much though, unfortunately. The other players from Ukint Mix already retreated and left him for himself. Circle shifted in favor of the farm, which is currently played by Physics for formulation. Today is not in their favor. Hopefully this round is. Bitfix won the last game, could catch up to them, even though they still have another 41 points to close up to. But there are only 2 days left. And this is our second to last match today. So if formulation plays like this the other days too, they are in trouble. Same might be the case for Vebis. Because over here, Garden can see him already, Raven. Nice tag. And he gets a knock, and that's kill number 2 this round. Vebis makes it over the bridge, but is too slow and gets shot out here. And as we can see, Shaq coming in for the Valuable Veterans as well. Makes it over the bridge without that big of a trouble. Garden retreating to Milter. Well, we can see the Cutter is currently searching for a possible way out here. I only see 3 players. Looks like they lost one when loading into the map. Because I didn't see a 3rd kill yet, but let's check that. No, we only got 1 for Otis and 1 for Garden. So, player 4 of Kjatter did not load into the match. That is quite unfortunate. Behind enemy wise says, well, we have enough ammo. We can shoot a bit to push players away, but there's no one close to them though. And they're not in the circle. Shack. Not aware there's an airdrop coming in. At least now. K14, level 3 gear, is quite close to Copy. Copy in physics playing the farm here. And our next shots over here. Perpetual Faya might be in trouble. Because Ruffy is quite close to Ace over here. They're also retreating again. Something might be their excess and their scout. Not quite sure why Chicken was lagging so much. But he showed me the new destroyable barrels right here on the angle. That's something new. There's a Ducati in black. That's not where I wanted to go. To be honest, normally Ducatis are red. But I prepare the black version as well. Rotations coming in. Scar at the first one for Ukint Mix to retreat. Muskin and Stee still in boatyard. Bitfix already arriving at the compound above the new ferry pier. Oh, Carpy almost knocked there. Nice tag there by the valuable veterans. For Alcoholics currently right here on the potato hill. Near them we have Clonan with Simsy. I'm quite sure why he only has an M16, but it's a sniper, so I doubt that he found something else. Otherwise he would play that. Let's hop over to Grandis, because he's quite close to Maskin. Stee coming in as well. So this might be our next fight between Slowstorm and Ukint Mix. HP and HPFL making some sounds. And Stee gets knocked. Back we can see a glider arriving. Nate coming out. Lands perfectly at Stee, and that's it. Maskin already says, yeah, well, I'll go for it. And over here, Scarlet gets killed by Snusky and Isaxa. Therefore, Maskin is our last known survivor of Ukint Mix. Not quite sure what Carpy is shooting at, but he's shooting. Simply quite close to Elf and myself, who's currently in the Wizard Tower. Here's Marty arriving. Oh, we have our next fight. Fawn gets knocked by Dykes. And Hazer gets knocked as well. Dykes was a flush. Dykes will go for the rest. Therefore, Coca-Cola Holy Hola will be having all 4 of their players back. And Circle shifts to Sosnovka Island. Oh man, this is... Wow. I guess this right here is where the music will play. Getting knocked by John Boy. Man, this is kind of a... I would like to say clown moment, but that sounds bad. We have only one player over there on the other side, which is Shaq. And there's a whole lot of stuff happening now. Perpetual Failure going for the boat rotation. Cullen trying to somehow get over there. Not happening though. Gets knocked by high score. Kill confirmed as well. Well, we see Physics, Copy, Intense, and Tackers doing some athletic things. They could try to go for this one. And there our next players are trying to get over the bridge. Evil, Aimant. Let's see if they make it. Garden already with a kill against Simsy. Intense with a knock against Sexy. Does not looking too good for them all. Shaq. Oh, with a nice tack against Aimant. Spurvin almost knocked as well. Shaq is quite alone. First 2 teams have made it to the Sosnovka Island. Will we hop over here? Yacht going for the race. 4 alcoholics fighting against Coca-Cola Holy Hola for that boat. To be honest, it would be smart for Coca-Cola Holy Hola to go for the ferry instead of the boat. Formulation still has an emergency pickup. God, still have teams over here. Boaten trying to go to the boat. Let's see if he's able to get away before Fenotto arrives. Looks good for him. Bad for Waze though. Even more bad for Coca-Cola Holy Hola. And the 4 alcoholics. We still have Ukient mix here with Maskin over there. Still out in the blue as well. Nobody expected the circle to shift over to Sosnovka Island. Formulation might die shortly if they go for the hilltop. Not looking like it. They're going for this compound here. Good choice. Let's see if all of them will make it. Looks good so far. Snowski knocked by high score. Another one off on his count. Adel knocked by Jiggletons of damage though. Using the aerial approach. Gets tagged as well now though. Saxa. The other side. Glider almost broken. Spervin to knock against Rax. Aimant, nade in hand. Too well cooked. Otherwise, it would have been a good one. That is a better one, and that's a kill. Let's go with a kill against Andrines. Dumpling knocked as well. Will die over here. Last remaining player, which is over here. Oh, the yacht knocked as well. They tried to get away in the boat. Hater, the last man standing. Question is, where's the last player for the 4 alcoholics? Well, we see that Bitpix made it. They got a car. They get a car. They got the boat. Oh, there's Elf and myself over here. You can see Garden over there. Herky with the kill against Vipris. Well, Offie and Fanotto say, well, swimming ain't easy. Especially if the circle's catching up to you. Garden says emergency pickup it is. Ukind is eliminated. Hazer has found Maskin. Oh, evil. How the heck did he get up there? Oh, nice tag against Garden. And now he's getting tagged by Chiggletons of damage. And he shoots him right out of the air. Very unfortunate. Good for Garden, though. He might be able to take the emergency pickup. And he is able. Will he arrive? That's the second question. Able to get away from... I doubt that he'll survive, though. Possibility would for him to dive right. He's going for the compound where Shaq currently is at. There's 3 teams shooting him now. Well, this is not looking too bad for him. Ah, he gets tagged. Shots coming in from above. Smoking, smoking, smoking. He's still alive. Somehow. I'm not sure how he did that, but he did it. Bolton through the window, and that's his home now. Hazer going for the ferry. Saxa still behind Elf and myself. Herky's still in the city. This is not looking easy for the teams. Bolton over here. Close to Dump and Justin. Who with the knock against Sneakin. That happened over here. AV in a 1 against 3 situation. Grandis Nate finds him. Grandis going for the rest. You can spot it. That did land right in AV's feet. Asa drowned. Coca-Cola, Holy Hola eliminated on rank 14. Quite sure how we got here. Evil swimming down there. And no chance for Elf. Gets a knock against Evil, and therefore Klanin is down to 2 as well. Trying to go over the bridge. Irvin Naaman waiting below him. Will get killed by the circle now. That's it. GG, well played. Alpha myself eliminated. 4 alcoholics out on rank 13. Shaq now with shots in the direction of Herky. Will he make it over the bridge? That's the biggest question. Otis with the knock against Grandis. Erky makes it, but only partially before he gets shot from the bike by Amond. Saxon down here. Chickletons of damage. Somehow made it over. But moving forwards. AV still quite close to Slowstorm. HPFL with a knock against Phaeton. Adel with nade in hand. Not quite sure where high score is. Nice nade. That looked way better than what though. Oh, that one hurt. This is not where I wanted to go, man. And he gets knocked as well. This just leaves high score. He's running in from behind. Cutter for the valuable veterans. As well as Bitfix. And the real gangsters down with each one player left. And that's it for the real gangsters. Now we're gonna hop over back here. Behind enemy wives, facing off against Slowstorm. Niken gets knocked! Kalle! What? What a reaction, man. Nate's coming out. This is not looking too good. Niken gets killed. HPFL. Oops. Valuable veterans eliminated. Shaq was found by Intense. Kalle knocked. AV and Ala Forces now the last two remaining players on their feet. Niken going for the race. HPFL once he's healed. And high score made it to Phaetons. I think about moving up the hill. Garden, yeah. Right in the blue zone. This might be it for him. Oh no, got the first aid through. Has to use the second one too though. And another blue zone nade, and that should be it for him. Still alive. Man. He's quite resistant, that one. Ollie, and that should be it for him. Or not. How the heck? I'm not quite sure how he survives this. But that was worse going here and not seeing other kills. But holy smokes, that he survived that and that nade. That killed him. Garden goes down. Rank number 9 for Booty McYolo's whack. Waste left was 2 players. Then over here we have 3 players for Perpetual Failure. Spectro will die. 4 players left for Nautilus. Boating right here. Not quite sure if he knows Otis is up there. Going for the flush against Spectro. Successful. He knows now though. Can see Otis dropping down. That could be his kill, man. Don't fret it. Go for the placement point. So Justin. Going for the flush. There's nah, man. I'm not about those placement points. I want kills. Dixie, last man standing. And that should be it. Finally it is. Otis gets knocked though. And now it's just Justin. Justin's still alive. I score with a knock against Kalle. Dixie gets a kill against Dump. And if he gets knocked, this just leaves all of forces. Moving forwards. Bochin still behind Justin. Might be able to get that kill. He needs to move forward, though. There's no other option. Let's go with a kill against color. Therefore, that kill is confirmed. Good game this time for formulation, though. Eamon's still alive down here in the shack. 6 teams alive, 10 players. 4 for formulation. And everyone else is down to 1 player almost. Except for Bitfix. Justin found and gets a knock against Tackers. This is very unfortunate, and this might be a kill for Bitfix. Nope, it's a kill for Justin. Bowden knows he's up there. But we have only 1 full team. Almost full team. Bowden, all forces. High score in Phaeton. Aim copy, intense physics. And I forgot Justin. Let's go in for number 9. High score with the kill against Isle of Forces. Justin killed by Intense. Bowden's still alive, needs to move as well, though. Aemond will just stay there and wait for his chance. He is in a good position to get the knock-in against Carpi and Intense. If he would move, though. More shots in the direct of Bowden. Running behind the blown-up UEV. Physics still watching his back. Watching his team's back, of course. Simon's still there. Copy. Most closest. Intense to high score. MG3 in hand, and that's it. Peyton's crowning behind him, and that's it. GG well played. Bitfix eliminated on 4. And now it's a 1 against 3-3. Aimant moving up the hill. Poachin not moving anywhere. Aimant's not in the circle yet. Copy, Intense, and Physics are searching. Which of those two, whom of those two will they find first? Will it be Aimant? Because they're running in his direction. Or will it be Bowden? Because they theoretically should know his position. Theoretically, though. But this should be the chicken dinner for formulation. 6 kills for them, 4 for Klanen, 1 for Kjatter. And they're right in the back of Bowden. Biggest possible fail could be for formulation to split up now. If they run together and train, they should be able to clear this with ease. And that's it for them. GG well played. Eamon shows himself. Does not know where to aim, just Just shoot in. Just shoot in for... Whoa, nice headshot there. Copy moving around. Nice spray. Gets attacked and that's it. Physics with the kill. GG, well played. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Formulation takes it home with 8 kills and 1,858 damage. 4 assists, though, for Klarnen. As you can see, these are the results from match number 5. 8 kills for Formulation and 1. Then we have 4 kills for Klarnen, 1 for Kjetter, 8 for Bitfix, 7 for Nordlys, 3 for Behind Enemy Wives, 2 for Perpetual Failure, 3 for Waze. Booty McYellow's Weg was 4, Slowstorm was 2, Valuable Veterans without 1. Then we have the Real Gangsters with 3, 2 for the 4 Alcoholics, 4 for Coca-Cola Holy Holder, and 1, last but not least, for a Kin Mix. I'm going to hop over for a quick break before we will return with match number 6. And there we go. The leaderboard has not yet been updated, but it should be ready in a few seconds, hopefully. So at the moment, you can still see the old results. We'll stay with it for a few seconds. Hopefully it will update. If not, we might miss another match. So far, it hasn't been loaded yet. Now it's there. Give me a second. Then we'll get it updated for you as well. There we go. 536 points for Formulation now. Getting the, move back in after that match number 4 where Bitfix finally got some points back at them. Now the gap has widened again. 489 for Bitfix. Then we have 414 for the Real Gangsters, 338 for Slowstorm, 334 for Booty McYellow's Weg, and 330 for Klarnen, as well as 327 for Waze, and 315 for Behind Enemy Waves on rank 8. So the point gap between rank 4 and rank 8 is way, way closer than between rank 1 and 2, or rank 2 and 3, or rank 3 and 4. Nonetheless, it widens again from rank 8 to rank 9, with 248 Kyatter on rank 9. Then we have 241, 44 Alcoholics, 235 for Ukient Mix, 221 for Perpetual Faya, 194 each for Team Nautilus and Coca-Cola Holy Hola, and last but not least, 166 for the Valuable Veterans. And we're gonna hop over. This is our last match of the day. Welcome to match number 6 on a Wrangle. Our playing stats where it ended last match, because we're down in Milter Power again. This time we'll fly all the way quite up to Zarki. And this means roughly this area is where the teams can drop. Oops, that was bad, man. This right here and this right here should be roughly if so. The Snovka Island is quite a far stretch for the teams. Same goes for Primorsk, Ferry Pier, Quarry. Those will not be reachable. Same goes for Kameshki. Starbar will be reachable if you glide quite far, but mostly you'll take a car to get there. Nonetheless, as you can see, first teams to drop out are Perpetual Faya, Butimik and the Valuable Veterans trying to go to Novo. Then over here we have Formulation Gaming, the guys from Waze, Kyatter, Yasnaya played by the real gangsters. Then we have Ukient Mix with the Rojok split, even though Symphonize is all the way over here. Then we have shots fired, and the first knock by Phaetons against Ament. Kill 1 confirmed in the lobby for Bitfix. Circle shift to the south of the map. Good position for Bitfix again in Pochinki, even though our end circle might shift out there, because as you can see, there's still a bit of Sosnovka Island involved in that circle. Which is good for the Valuable Veterans, because they can just use this rotation here and go all the way over here and maybe play Ferry Pier or something, or just play here at the bridge for now, because the chance that there's another team here going for this position here is quite high, because we already can see Tech is advancing there. Then, like I said, we have Ukient Mix over here, except for Symphonize. Over here we have Klanen again with 3 players only. Well, because Armin was killed. Isko also going for rotation. Question is he too slow? Where will he go? Will he flip? Or blip? Well, he saved that one. But it looks like he's trying to go for that compound, and Tekkas might have something against that. So we're gonna hop over to Tekkas. He has a Panzer in hand. And he might hear high score. Nice try. Let's go get the way though. Sexy also currently rotating. Different rotation for him though. Cullen the other compounds, they will try to play the Pochinki hill. At least it looks like that. You can see Sexy over here. The second best option for them most likely would be to play the yellows over here. And this might be where high score is heading. Or not. Guess Pochinki hill it is. With Adel and Phaeton still in Pochinki. Simsy. Looking for the Lady Hill. On hill. Not quite sure how you call it. Or what you call it. More rotations coming in. Currently holding this compound solo. Quite sure that's safe. We can see an airdrop coming down here in Ferry Pier. Farmers. And another try of a fight. Viper's did stop briefly. Decides to go for a more safer position. Take us now with a kill against Justin, who's our second man eliminated from the match. Jumped in the direction of Skelvin, but he'll make it. 127 damage though, already by Tekis. Quite early loss for Team Nautilus though. And that happened just when they are tied with Coca-Cola Holy Hole. I'm not quite sure where Skelvin wants to go, but I would advise to play or try to get to the compound over there. Because we know there are already 2 players there with Physics and Carpi. Carpi spotted. Skelvin trying to get another angle in. Bonds are clear. Well, we can see that high score. And his teammates arrived above Klanen. That's a fight 2nd versus 6th. Spurven confirmed. Push coming in. Spurven did not hear them. Another point. You'll spot it. Or not, I'm not quite sure. Adel knocked by Simsy. Kill confirmed as well. Phaeton's tagged. Shot came from the side. That should have been Kjatter. Bitfix losing a player early as well. Taxi all the way over on the other hill. Gets tagged by Physics. See the valuable veterans made it all the way over to dump. He's smoking to get himself away from them. The kill in against Felon. Spectre with a knock against Simsy. Not looking too good for Klanen. In the direction of Simsy, that was a good one from Fluffy. And I wanted to say it. Hey, Fluffy is back! And I'm sad. Fluffy didn't announce that we will start, so bad, Fluffy. Shots in the wrong direction. I'm not quite sure why Sudley is still left behind there. Dixie saw evil, it seems. Evil running down, and that's it. Fluffy with the kill against evil. Klanen eliminated first on rank 15. Dump with the first knock. Gets a second one, not. Gets flushed here. Not quite sure why Skelton did not shoot Shaq there. And that's it. GG well played. The valuable veterans have been eliminated on rank 14. Another one down. Circle shifts in favor of Pachinki and of Ukintmix here. Good position for them in this compound. Grandis might also have a good position because last time, I'm not quite sure if it was in a GGL or it was in PNL, PUBG Nordic League, we have an end circle right around here. So Grandis might be the key for his team's survival. Maybe, maybe not. There's still an airdrop over here. Nobody's seen it. Bombers. And level 3 gear. Double golden Lambo. And the white Lambo. For Booty McGillowthwack. High score. Might get some unwanted friends. Otis, nice reaction there. With those shots, this just leaves man. Skelvin over here. Trying to get away from Bitfix Gaming. Yellows are free now after that fight between the valuable veterans and Team Nautilus. And since he knows that, he's coming right back. Spectre with some shots in the direction of Booty McYellowswack. Begin with the church here. Might be a good position. HPFL in a good position for this airdrop. Farmers again with 15 times. Completely ignoring that for now. Yeah, I'm just... Well, I'm trying to go in the other direction, but if you insist on me getting that airdrop, I'll take it. Should I get it? No? Maybe? Yeah, maybe. Certainly with some shots in the direction of John Boy. Berman forwards. Barnes played by Booty McYellowswack now. Formulation with a 2-2 split. Attack has an intense over here. The other compound. So except for Skjelven, there's no one else in this house. Except for Booty McYellowswack, and they're trying to use an emergency pickup. Let's see if it is in their favor, and it looks like it, because the circle shifts to the west. This means better position for Grandis, as well as for behind enemy wives. Let's see if this pays off for Booty McYellowswack. And the money value of those 3 Lambos just left behind. Well, that's PUBG. Wait. They lost one. Rex! What happened? No, why are we upscaled, man? Rex just still running around there. Yeah, well, unfortunate for him. He has to take the car. this. Get some help now. Second closest compound. In trouble though. You can see Tjuken trying to get away. Only 22 HP left for him. And as we can see, Booty McYellowswag might try to go for the chopsticks here. In the back we can see Elf and myself with some shots. Not successful to get that knock in though. Dumpling and Marty moving forwards. I like them searching for possible opponents. Spectro with knock and flush against Botan. Innermoon did not like that. Same goes for Proxy. More shots coming out. Elsoy already on top of the hill. Well, over here we have Saxy and his teammates from Bedfix. How the heck has he no red dot? Fluffy coming in from behind. Is way more successful with that red dot. And this just leaves Innerman. Driving down there, finds a possible spot to play. Nice knock, Sexy now. Facing off against Sutney, who's almost knocked. Gets a knock in against Spectro and gets knocked by Dixie. Lusky with an 8 against Sneakin. High score going for the rest here. They lost Adel quite early. Circle shifted against them. Snusky, the last man standing, has to face off against Tjuken. Icegon not going for the race. It's alright, I'm going for the points. Suddenly gets a kill against Shouty. Intense spotted, gets tagged at least once. Snusky now with a knock against Tjuken. Sneakin gets knocked. This just leaves HPFL. And he's all the way over there. No chance for him doing anything. Kelvin's still alive. In this little shack right in the middle of the circle. It's the current circle, to be precise. Little Yacht gets knocked. Nice nade by High Score. And Rex gets a kill for Booty McYellowswag, and High Score is eliminated on ring 13. Steve with a kill against Innerman. This means Kjatter is eliminated as well. Garden is not going for the push. Let's see if Lil Yord will be back on his feet shortly. Quite close, that one. Dyke's going for the rest here. 8 by Garden. And he gets a knock against Dyke's man. That was an atom nade. Another one. Lyot almost knocked here. 20 HP remain. Another one. And that is perfect. Lyot knocked again. Nade coming in. And Lyot is confirmed death. Formulation losing Intense and Carpi. Perpetual failure with almost 8 with 8 kills already. It's good for them having Fluffy back. Behind anymore, is coming close as well. Because with some shots retreating. Fluffy in the blue. Yeah. Does not get the knock against color. I'm not quite sure how. Perpetual Fire eliminated on rank 11. At least they got 8 kills in. Takers and Physics moving. Last to play is for Formulation. 3 kills so far to their name. Not that much considering they're currently leading the pack. Elf and myself. Good position for him, but he has to move. Skelvin finds some new friends here. Wizukin mix. Oh, flashes himself. That's it for him. Very unfortunate. Wasn't able to throw the nade through the window. Therefore, he's eliminated for his team on rank 10. Nice try though. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. 4 players left, 4 behind enemy wives. Then we have 2 left for Formulation. Another 3 left. No, 4 left for the 4 alcoholics. 4 left for Waze. 4 left for Booty McYellow's whack. 2 left for Coca-Cola Holy Holder. 1 left for Slowstorm. And we have 2 left for our friends here from I'm missing them. Real Gangsters. Party Beetle with a knock against Guardian. 4 left for Behind Enemy Wires, but we had that already if I'm not mistaken. And 4 left for Ukin Mix. John Boy all the way over here. Waiting for someone to push, but there's no one coming. Quite unfortunate. Clown with the kills against Endrains and Hazer. Tried to get into the chopsticks. They died around here. This was a knock against color. Fall with a knock against Hurricane. Kill stolen by Symphonize, who also gets a kill against Snusky Dusky. And therefore the real gangsters are out on rank 8. First to be eliminated in the placement points. And for myself, 9 HP. Nice tag there. But I think it might have been Waze. Currently losing Xerox. Vipresso going for the race. I have to move fast though. Xerox has no helm anymore. Marty on top of the roof. 2 nades left, 1 molly. Tech is knocked, flushed as well. Physics down here at his car. Gets tagged by like them. And that should be it for him. Formulation eliminated on rank 7. Let's see where behind enemy wives wants to go. That's not very far. Circle shifted in favor of Ukin Mix. Everybody else has to fight first. Fight first, ask questions later. Glowstorm eliminated. HPFL was found by Symphonize. Four alcoholics going for the move. And for myself, knocked by John Boy. Like them was more staying here. Get some first shots in, made by Fanofo. Gets a knock from behind. Something over here. The last remaining player pushed by Waze. Party beetle knocked. Viper is still alive. Something following her though. She falls. Nice knock. Well, and he dies with flash in hand. Booty McYOLO's back. 10 kills so far. While behind, enemy wives is facing off against Ukind Mix. All our forces. That now nice nade by Scarlet. Another one. Phone knocked. Gets killed by the car explosion. And now it's Kalle. He's left alive. Alone. Would be trying to go for the rest on the AV. But Maskin comes in from the side. And Ukind Mix is eliminated. Behind enemy wives is eliminated by Ukind Mix. 4 against 2. Booty McYOLO's back. With Bunny Clown and Rex facing off against Ukind Mix with 11 kills so far. With Symphonize, Steak and P, Maskin, and Scarlet. Symphonize moving forwards with the car. Good idea. Nice attacks against Maskin. Symphonize not able to get that knock in against Bunny Clown. Molly is good. Is perfect. Bunny is currently burning. Knocked by Symphonize, and this just leaves Rax. At least has some smokes left. Nice headshot against Maskin. Symphonize moving around. And that's it. GG, well played. Would have been a chicken dinner. Our Ukind Mix with 13 kills. 2009 damage and 7 assists for them as well. And we're gonna check this leaderboard in detail, because we're gonna check out which team will rank where and how many kills and points they got. So we get 13 kills plus 10 placement points, which means 23 points for Ukind Mix. They had 235 prior, which means they now have 258. Booty McYOLO's back with 10 kills and second rank means 16 points in total. They had 334 prior, which means they have 350 now. Behind enemy wives, third place gets them 5 placement points plus 2 kills means 7. They had 315 prior, which means they now have 322. For Alcoholics, with 4 points plus 4 placement points means 8 points in total. 249. Waze, 2 points, 4 kills, 3 points, 4 placement means 5 in total. Plus the 327 they had means 332. Could have done with 1 more point, man. Slowstorm with 2 plus 2 placement points means 4. Means they have 342 in total. Formulation, they get another 3 kills. Plus a placement points means 4. They have 540 total. Real Gangsters with 3 plus a placement point means 4. They have 418 in total. Coca-Cola Holy Hola, no placement, no kills, no points. Team Nordlis, 4 kills, no placement points for them on rank 10. Means they have 198 in total. Perpetual Failure with 8 kills, no placement points, means they have 229 total. Chatter, no points for them, means they will stay at their 248 points. Then we have Bitfix with 3 kills. They get 492 in total. So unfortunately not making the 500 points. Then we have the valuable veterans. 1 kill means 1 more point, 167. And last but not least, Klanen with a kill means they have 331 in total. So let's check if it's updated yet. No, not yet. We'll wait for it. Before we'll... Oh, well, we can hop over and I'll show you my face. There we go. Oh, I have to do this. Otherwise, will be a bit choppy. This is way better. So, this was the last match for today, but we'll continue tomorrow because these are the last 3 play days for the Good Game Ligaen. And therefore, we'll return tomorrow, same time, same spot. And hopefully we have an updated leaderboard now. There we go. Meanwhile, thank you all for being here. And I'll rate you over to someone else. Thank you for the follows and the love in the chat. I really liked and enjoyed when you're active in the chat, because that makes it easier for me. Especially if you have wishes regarding the observing and showing something else or something. I'll try to do that to the best of my ability. So, there we go. 540 points, like I said, for Formulation, 492 for Bitfix, 418 for the Real Gangsters, 350 for Booty McYellowswag, 342 for Slowstorm, 332 for Waze, 1 point behind them are Klanen on 7, 322 for Behind Enemy Wives on 8. Then we have Ukient with 258, the 4 Alcoholics with 249, Kyatta dropping down to 11 with 248. Then we have Perpetual Failure with 229, 198 for Nautilus, 194 for Coca-Cola Holy Hola, and 167 for the Valuable Veterans. And that's it. Thank you for being here. Like I said, thank you for the follows and the love in the chat. I'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow, for the next and second to last day. Bye-bye.